Good morning to one and all. Myself, Venkatesh, Department of CSC, DVSIT, Kavali. Today we are going to discuss about a symbol table. See, what is a symbol table? What are the various operations of symbol table and a symbol table entries? All those things we are going to discuss now. See, before going to see what is a symbol table, let's have a look about structure of a compiler. See, actually a compiler takes source program as input and gives target program as output. See, up to this point we have treated a compiler as a single box that maps a source program into a semantically equivalent target program. What actually inside this box is, if you open this box a little, we see that there are two parts, that is analysis part and next one is synthesis part. See, whereas coming to the different phases of compiler, all of you know these phases. See, totally we have 6 phases are there. Each and every phase take an input and gives an output. See, here first one is lexical analysis phase, second one is syntax analysis, semantic analysis, intermediate code generation, code optimization, and next one is code generation. See, all these 6 phases are connected to a error handler. At the same time, all these 6 phases are connected to a symbol table. See, the lexical analysis phase take source program as input. Finally, the code generation gives target program as output. Here, whereas coming to phases, there are two, we can divide these phases are two parts. First one is analysis part, second one is synthesis part. We can say that analysis part is front end part and the synthesis part is back end part. See, front end part in the sense we have 4 phases. First, that is lexical analysis, syntax analysis, semantic analysis, and intermediate code generation. See, these 4 phases we can call it as a analysis part or front end part, whereas next 2 phases, that is code optimization and code generation, we can call it as a synthesis part or back end part. See, what is a analysis part? See, analysis part means it breaks up the source program into constituent pieces and imposes a grammatical structure on them. It then uses the structure to create an intermediate representation of the source program. If the analysis part detects that the source program is either syntactically ill-formed or semantically unsound, then it must provide informative messages so the user can take corrective action. The analysis part also collects information about source program and stores it in a data structure called as symbol table, which is passed along with the intermediate representation to the synthesis part. Whereas coming to the synthesis part, the synthesis part constructs the desired target program from the intermediate representation and the information in the symbol table. See, whereas coming to the symbol table, what exactly a symbol table? See, symbol tables are data structures that are used by compilers to hold information about source program construct. See, symbol table is a data structure created and maintained by compilers to store information about the occurrences of various entities such as variable names, function names, objects, classes, interfaces, etc. See, the symbol table is used by both the analysis part and as well as the synthesis part of a compiler. When identifier are found, they will be entered into a symbol table which will hold all relevant information about the identifiers and other symbols, variables, constants, procedure statements, etc. Next, we are going to discuss about the symbol table is used by various phases. how the various phases or uses this symbol table. See, we have totally 6 phases are there. First one is lexical analysis, syntax, semantic, intermediate code generation, code optimization, code generation. How the symbol table was used by each and every phase, now we are going to discuss now. See, that is, first one is lexical analysis. Creates a new table entries in the table. For example, like entries about tokens. Next one is syntax analysis. Adds information regarding attribute type, scope, dimension, line of references, etc. Next, third one is semantic analysis. It uses available information in the table to check for semantic, that is, to verify that expressions and assignments are semantically correct and update it accordingly. Next, fourth one is intermediate code generation. It refers symbol table for knowing how much and what type of runtime is allocated, and the table helps in adding temporal variable information. Next one is code optimization. See, code optimization uses information present in symbol table for machine dependent optimization. And finally, code generation. See, code generation in the sense it generates code by using address information of identifiers present in the table. Next, coming to the more information about the symbol table. A symbol table may serve the following purposes depending upon the language in hand. That is, to store the names of all entities in a structured form at one place. Next one is to verify a variable if a variable has been declared. Next one is to implement type checking by verifying assignments and expressions in the source code are semantically correct. Next one is to determine the scope of a name. See, actually a symbol table is simply a table which can be either linear or a hash table. It maintains an entry for each name in the following format, that is symbol name, type, attribute. For example, if a symbol table has to store information about the following variable declaration, that is static int interest, then it should store the entries such as interest, int, and next one is static. The attribute class contains the entries related to the name. See, whereas next coming to the symbol table entries. See, each entry in symbol table is associated with attributes that support compiler in different phases. Whereas coming to items stored in symbol table, what are the various items stored in symbol table? The items are variable names and constants, and procedure and function names, as well as literal constants and strings, and also compiler generated temporals. Next one is labels in source program. Next, coming to the information used by compiler from symbol table. See, what are the various information used by compiler from the symbol table is, first one is data types and a name. Next one is declaring procedures. And next one is offset in storage. Next one is if structure or record, then pointer to structure table. Next one is for parameters, whether parameter passing by value or by reference. Next one is number and type of argument passed to function, and finally base address. See, all these are the information used by compiler from symbol table. Next, whereas coming to the operations of symbol table, what are the various operations performed on symbol table are majorly there are two operations. First one is insert and the second one is lookup. First one is insert and the second one is lookup. There are more operations like allocate, free, set attribute and get attribute also. Let us see, first one is insert. See, insert in the sense to insert a name in a symbol table and return a pointer to its entry. See, this operation is more frequently used by analysis phase, that is the first half of the compiler where tokens are identified and names are stored in table. This operation is used to add information in the symbol table about unique names occurring in the source code. The format or structure in which the names are stored depends upon the compiler in hand. An attribute for a symbol in the source code is the information associated with the symbol. This information contains the value, state, scope and type about the symbol. The insert function takes the symbol and its attributes as argument and stores the information in the symbol table. For example, if we take int a, then it should be preceded by the compiler as insert within the bracket a comma int. Next, whereas coming to second one is lookup. See, whereas coming to second operation is lookup. See, what is a lookup? See, lookup in the sense it is used to search a name in the symbol table to determine if the symbol exists in the table, if it is declared before it is being used, if the name is used in the scope, if the symbol is initialized, if the symbol declared multiple names. The format of lookup function varies according to the program language. The basic format should match the following. So we can write the lookup operation as lookup within the bracket symbol. This method returns 0 if the symbol does not exist in the symbol table. If the symbol exists in the symbol table, it returns its attributes stored in the symbol table. These two are the major operations of symbol table. Whereas coming to more operations, next one is allocate. Allocate is also one of the operation. So what is allocate? To allocate a new empty symbol table, we are using allocate operation. Whereas coming to free, next one is free operation. So free in the sense to remove all entries and free storage of symbol table, we are using free operation. So next one is set attribute. Set attribute is used to associate an attribute with a given entry. Whereas get attribute, we are using get attribute to get an attribute with a given entry. So all these are the various operations performed by symbol table. So next one is coming to the implementation of symbol table. See, the following are the commonly used data structures for implementing symbol tables. First one is lists, second one is linked list, third one is hash table, next fourth one is binary search tree. So what is lists? So list, in this method an array is used to store names and associated information. A pointer name called as available is maintained at end of all stored records, and new names are added in the order as they arrive. To search for a name, we start from beginning of list till available pointer, and if not found, we get an error called as use of undeclared name. While inserting a new name, we must ensure that it is not already present, otherwise error occurs, that is multiple defined names. In this list, insertion is faster, that is order of 1, but lookup is slow for large tables, that is order of n on average. The advantage of this list is that is it takes minimum